Story of the Dragon's Pearl. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a young orphan girl named Luna. She was a kind-hearted and brave girl who had lost her parents in a tragic accident when she was just a baby. She lived in a small village, where she worked hard every day to make ends meet. One day, Luna was walking in the forest, gathering berries when she stumbled upon a cave. Curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to explore it. As she made her way inside the cave, she heard a faint growling noise. It was coming from deep inside the cave. Luna was afraid, but she decided to keep going. As she walked deeper into the cave, she saw something shiny. She ran towards it and found a large pearl. The pearl was unlike any other she had ever seen. It glowed with a bright light and had intricate designs etched onto its surface. Luna picked up the pearl and examined it closely. She had never seen anything like it before. Suddenly, she heard the growling noise again. She turned around and saw a large dragon standing behind her. Luna was terrified, but the dragon spoke to her in a soft voice. "Do not be afraid, child. I have been waiting for someone to find the pearl for a very long time. You have a kind heart, and I believe you are the one who is worthy of his power." The dragon then explained to Luna that the pearl was a powerful artifact that had been passed down through generations of dragons. It had the power to grant wishes, but only to those who were pure of heart. The dragon then asked Luna what her wish was. Luna thought for a moment and then said, "I wish for a world where everyone is happy and no one has to suffer." The dragon smiled and said, "Your wish is pure, and I shall grant it. But be warned, the power of the pearl comes with great responsibility. You must use it wisely." With those words, the dragon disappeared, and Luna found herself outside the cave, holding the pearl in her hand. She decided to keep the pearl safe and return to her village. As she walked back to her village, Luna noticed that everything was different. The air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the birds were singing a beautiful melody. The people in the village were no longer sad or angry. They were all smiling and laughing. Luna knew that her wish had been granted. Word of the pearl and Luna's wish spread quickly throughout the land, and people from all over came to see her. They wanted to know the secret of her happiness, and Luna would tell them about the dragon's pearl. As time went on, Luna became known as the girl with the dragon's pearl. She used the power of the pearl to help people in need, and to bring happiness to those around her. She became a beacon of hope for the people, and they loved her dearly. Years went by, and Luna grew old. She knew that her time was coming to an end, and she wanted to pass on the power of the pearl to someone else. She chose a young girl from her village, who was pure of heart, just like she had been. She gave the pearl to the girl and told her about the dragon and the responsibility that came with the power of the pearl. The girl took the pearl, and Luna passed away peacefully, knowing that she had fulfilled her purpose in life. The girl continued Luna's legacy, using the power of the pearl to bring happiness and hope to those around her. And so, the legend of the dragon's pearl lived on, inspiring generations to come. In the end, it was not the power of the pearl that made Luna special. It was her kind heart and selfless actions that had made her beloved by so many. The dragon's pearl had been a tool to help her spread happiness and hope, but it was Luna herself who had made the difference in people's lives. As the years went by, people continued to come from all over to visit Luna's village, to hear the story of the dragon's pearl, and to see the place where it all began. The village had become a place of peace and happiness, and Luna's legacy had continued to inspire generations. But as time passed, people began to forget the true meaning of Luna's story. They became too focused on the power of the pearl, and began to think of it as a magic talisman that could grant any wish. They forgot that the true power came from within, from a pure heart and selfless actions. One day, a group of travelers arrived at the village, claiming to be from a far-off land. They had heard of the dragon's pearl and had come to claim it for themselves, believing it to be a powerful magical artifact. The people of the village were afraid, but they knew that they could not let the pearl fall into the wrong hands. The young girl who had inherited the pearl from Luna knew that she had a responsibility to protect it. She gathered the bravest and most pure-hearted people from the village, and they formed a plan to protect the pearl and the legacy of Luna. They fought bravely against the intruders, but they were outnumbered and outmatched. Just when all hope seemed lost, a bright light shone down upon them, and the dragon appeared once more. The dragon had been watching over the village all these years, and he had seen the people forget the true meaning of Luna's story. He knew that the pearl was in danger, and he had come to help. The dragon breathed fire upon the intruders, and they fled in terror. The dragon then turned to the young girl and spoke to her in a gentle voice. "I have been watching over this village for many years. I have seen the legacy of Luna continue to inspire and bring hope to those around her. But I have also seen the people forget the true meaning of her story. The power of the pearl comes from within, from a pure heart and selfless actions. It is not a magic talisman that can grant any wish." The dragon then explained that he would be taking the pearl back with him, to protect it from falling into the wrong hands. But he promised that he would always be watching over the village, and that he would continue to inspire those who had pure hearts. With those words, the dragon disappeared once more, and the pearl was gone. But the legacy of Luna lived on. The people of the village realized that the true power of the pearl came from within, and they began to live their lives with kindness and selflessness. And so, the story of Luna and the Dragon's Pearl continue to inspire generations, not as a tale of magic and wonder, but as a reminder of the power of a pure heart and selfless actions. The end. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Until my next video, take care.